Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another Dark and Darker video. In this one we're going to be going into the High Roller dungeon as a solo fighter, and this one's a bit different from usual because we're going to be actually going for a loot run instead of going for PvP. So if any of you are looking to make a lot of money, I'm going to show you how you can do that in High Roller. So we start off with a very nice spawn in this match. This is one of the best rooms in the High Roller dungeon in my opinion, because these little bats here, they have a very high chance of dropping pendants and rings in the High Roller dungeon, so super nice for making money trading it on the player market. So we're going to be spending a good chunk of our time in this room most likely to begin with. We brought in a few potions with us. As you saw from the start of the video, if you want to go back and check my gear, it is pretty low gear, mostly whites with a couple of greens. So pretty much anybody can play like this and do this. I was just investigating the edge of the map here, so I've never seen it before. And yeah, we're using a halberd. Not my favourite weapon by any means, but it's pretty good for PvE as far as it goes. Ducking under the bat there. Getting those wanted movements. Get an oil lantern as well. I don't believe I do sell them from this run, but oil lanterns do sell for quite a lot of gold if I remember correctly. So always worth picking them up. But I like keeping them for PvP. Same with the axes. If you find axes that are not common, you know, green, blue, they do sell for a good chunk of change as well. Always worth picking them up. I do take a bow in with me too. As you can see, it's very useful for PvE. I always say this in my videos, bringing in a ranged weapon as a fighter, it's the best way to play. If you have the luxury of bringing in both a crossbow and a regular bow, I would do that. Regular bow is better for PvE, and the big crossbow is nice for PvP in my opinion. So, just pretty relaxed, chilling out at the moment. Trying to snipe a couple of these, get aggro from range. We do need to be careful, since we are solo. We need to listen out and make sure we don't get ambushed by a party of 3. Because the people in High Roller tend to swing around as a 3 stack with very high gear on, so you've got to be careful if you're solo and playing for loot with not much gear. Our only defense is information. So if we get in a fight with a 3-man at this point, we're probably going to die pretty quick. So as you can see, for PvE here, since the enemies are a little bit tougher, we're just taking our time and taking them out from range for the most part. Sometimes you can just beat them in with one shot and finish them off with your weapon. But it's a pretty safe way to clear the room, and a good way to reduce the amount of damage you're going to take. We do find a nice dagger too, we'll be able to sell that for a good amount in the Rogue's Den. Go around and loot these. They do tend to drop bandages too, which is handy, in case you do take a hit. We get a leather gloves upgrade, that's nice. Drink a potion to get back up to max HP. And continue clearing. If I'm going for loot runs in High Roller, I also like to bring in lockpicks, if you're not playing a rogue, because those big chests in High Roller are so good for getting great drops. Even more so than the regular dungeon. Get some blue axes there, that's nice. Make our way up to the top and loot the nicer chest now. Get a green falchion, not very good rolls on it, and the bowl was just average. So we'll probably just sell it to the weaponsmith, instead of trying to market it to a player. As you can see, we get a pendant there, that's our first one. Not great for a fighter, but it's pretty good for a wizard or a cleric. I believe I had knowledge buffs. We get the chest open, and we get a purple bowl. That is big, big money. Huge money. That pretty much pays for our entrance fee right off the bat. That's probably around 100 gold, I think. 97, something like that. So that's super nice. Get these last few chests open. Yeah, I feel like this video is just a bit of an eye-opener maybe for some people that don't play High Roller, that even if you're not super confident in PvP, or you know, if you're just trying to make some money, quite often you're better coming into High Roller instead of the normal dungeon. Now obviously you have to be a bit more careful than normal if you're coming in with low gear, because you need to be a bit more aware and make sure you're dodging your opponents. But it's definitely possible. Come in here and make a lot of money, even if you're the type of player who likes to avoid a lot of confrontation. I much prefer to PvP, but occasionally it's nice just to kick back, go in with low gear and try and get some upgrades, make a good chunk of change. That kettle hat's pretty nice. Plus 3 max health. But I opt for not taking it because I prefer the armor that I get from the armament. Head up and get our last couple of chests in this room. Look for the bodies of these bats. Sometimes I forget where they are. And we get another dagger. Probably sell that for around 50 gold. Pretty basic. But since it's green, our rogue will probably buy that. And we do get a lovely gear upgrade here with the purple Barbuta helm. Super nice. Didn't have very good rolls, but the armor rating is still much better than the armlet, so we'll take it. Now we've pretty much cleared out this room. We've gotten a couple of good drops, and honestly we've probably made enough gold to leave. However, it's good to take a look around, see if we can find some extra trinkets or gear. Let's switch back to the crossbow to make sure we're ready for any PvP that we come across. And just begin to slowly kind of creep around. Looks like it's looted over in that direction. That team must have been nearby, so head in the opposite direction. We do have a blue portal here, so we could leave. So, you know, if you come in here alone and you get lucky, you could probably just make like a few hundred gold and just get out. I opened the portal just in case I run into any trouble, so I have the opportunity to run back and head in just a little deeper. I like playing on the edge of the circle on loot runs. Gives you the opportunity to run outside of the circle and loop around teams if you have to, because a lot of time they don't like to chase you outside of the circle. I opt to destroy these crates and see if I can get any nice gear, because they have a higher chance of dropping better gear in the High Roller dungeon, which is nice. You can see we get blue gloves and green Lightfoot boots, which is very nice. Struggling a little bit with my inventory management. Coming from Tarkov, I'm normally much better at Tetris, but I seem to be having some trouble this time around. You'll have to excuse me. And drop the regular ball and grab those boots. A lot of the time I think the money from these runs comes from the, not so much the trinkets that you get, unless you get the purple ones, but it actually comes from the clothing. And you can see I run into a 3-man here. I just run up, headshot the cleric, just to teach him a lesson, and then I run the hell away before they come after me. Guess I'm not really in the mood for fighting a 3-man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We managed to head back and escape before they chase us down. And then we'll go sell everything and see how much money we can actually make from these quick gear up runs. So, starting with the collector, we will go and sell all of our trinkets. That should pay for our entrance fee and a little bit more. So you have it, 108 gold, 118. That pays for our entrance fee. And we've got all this extra loot to sell as well. Selling these axes gets us a nice chunk of change too. Sell the falchion because it isn't the best for rolls. We sell the boots for 100 gold. We sell the gloves for, I believe, 80 gold. That's very nice. We get one of the daggers for 100 gold. And we also get another one of our daggers sold for 50 gold. And last but not least, we sell our blue pendant for 100 gold as well. So all in all, decided to keep a pendant and equip another one, but we managed to make a lot of money on this run. As you can see, it was a quick one, and we didn't get the craziest amount of loot. But look at all these gold bags. Let's line them up on the bottom and see how much we made. Gotta love the sound of these. So we have 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 512 gold in total. And that just goes to show you guys how much money you can really make from a quick high roller run that is just purely focused on loot. So get in there, even if you're a little bit scared, and go make yourself a whole lot of money. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.